When will the interview for spouse of permanent residence resume here in the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines? Good question. We don't know the answers to that. When will the U.S. Embassy reopen in the Philippines? Will Donald Trump be extending his ban on immigration? Will there be airplanes flying regularly between the U.S. and the Philippines? If I had to take a guess, it's not going to be until the fall, until September, October. But that's my guess. Hopefully, maybe earlier than that. I don't know. Nobody knows. Can I adjust my status under C-31 work permit through VAWA under a green card holder? Yes. If you have an approved VAWA case based on abuse by a green card holder, you can file your adjustment application today. You absolutely can. The priority dates are current for all marriages married to a lawful permanent resident. So they're all current right now. So if you're a VAWA married to who is married to a lawful permanent resident, you can file your adjustment. If you're in legal status and you're married to a lawful permanent resident, you can file your adjustment as status as well right now, at least certainly through the end of May. My mom is filing for my green card and social permit. However, she is not an American citizen as yet. Is it possible I will get my stuff through my mother's green card? Yes, you will. Eventually, if you're in the United States or outside the U.S., eventually you will get your green card. Absolutely, you will. My employer filed partial unemployment for me due to shortened work hours. Is this a public charge since I'm a green card holder? No, it is not. So don't worry about that. If someone's placed on misrepresentation for fraud and married to a U.S. citizen husband and they live abroad, the wife lives in another country, what if they file the I-130 and receive the receipt notice 5 months ago? Will they deny or approve after? Should a 601 waiver go in before? Would it still get approved if the waiver not in yet? Would it take longer to come true? There's somebody in another country who has a misrepresentation. She's married to a U.S. citizen. She wants to know, how do I get my green card? And the process is going to be, you're filing the I-130 visa petition. The I-130 visa petition will be approved. It will then get transferred to the National Visa Center. At the National Visa Center, you'll go through all the biographic data, you'll pay the fees, do the affidavits of support, submit your police clearances, et cetera, et cetera. Then the case will be transferred to the U.S. Embassy. You're going to go into the embassy ready to get a green card, and they're going to say, everything's great, you're approved, except you have a misrepresentation. And only after they deny you will you then be filing the waiver. And you do that back in the United States of America. So you got to go through the whole process first, get denied before you file the waiver. I'm just asking a question for my cousin. She married her husband, filed for her, and she got her 10-year green card. Can she file an I-130 for her daughter, or her husband have to file it? If she got married before the daughter turned 18, the husband can file for it. If she got married after the daughter turned 18, she would be filing for it. So it's about the time in which she got married, how old the daughter was. That's what will determine who's filing. Manchester Crawford. All right. He just wants to give a Brad Show Live public service announcement. So this is from Manchester Crawford, public service announcement, Manchester's public service announcement. This is not Brad Show Live's public service announcement, Manchester's. And he says, Brad, please emphasize the use of immune boosts, vitamin C, lots of vitamin D, multivitamins, echinacea, golden seal, proper hand washing, masks, social distancing, covering coughs and sneezes. So many asymptomatic are everywhere. Let's all practice safety and be safe. You know what? I agree with almost everything you say, because I do take vitamin C every day. I do take vitamin D every day. I take a multivitamin. I'm not taking echinacea. I'm not sure what golden seal is. I do wash my hands all the time. They're really, really dry. I do social distance. I do cover up my coughs, and I do wear a mask. So thank you very much for Manchester. JN Pereira has a question. Hi, Brad. Great show, and thanks for answering my question last Friday. I have a pending adjustment starting with MSC, and I got the work permit. I filed for VAWA later. Now, where I should submit my EAD renewal, at the NBC or Vermont Service Center? Thanks for your time. The work permit renewal is going to go back to the Chicago lockbox where you initially filed your adjustment application. That's where you're submitting it. Jessica Leamy, Joel Reed. Uncle Brad, If someone had a lawyer and that lawyer was not doing the job he was paid for, so another lawyer was hired to continue the case, then USCIS sent an RFE to the lawyer that was fired from the case. The denial was sent to the same lawyer because the RFE was not answered. Is this any fault of the person who applied? Well, no. When you change lawyers, the new lawyer had to submit a G28. A lot of times immigration doesn't acknowledge the new G28 from the new lawyer and submits all the stuff to the old lawyer. The old lawyer still has a fiduciary duty and a responsibility and ethical obligation to provide the client who fired him or her with copies of any documents received from immigration after he or she was fired. So the answer is that the old lawyer is still responsible to give those documents to the client. Goldsmith and Kiko Tanaka says she did not get anything. Kiko, it takes months and months and months. I know who Kiko is. It's going to take months. Hang in there. Goldsmith Joseph, if someone applied for adjustment of status, can that person apply for food stamps and WIC for his child that is a U.S. citizen? Or is that considered a public charge? The child who is a U.S. citizen can get WIC and food stamps, but the person applying for the adjustment cannot. Bay Ayuma, a lot of undocumented are essential workers and making deliveries to seniors and valuable persons. Some are students too under DACA. I agree with you 100%. Damian Farkerson with a question. I am filing for adjustment of status. I want to know if I can send 2 money orders in the value of $1,760 to cover the cost. Will it be accepted like that to cover the I-45, the I-130, and the biometric fee? Should I send a money order for each specific application? No, you can send 2 money orders, one for $1,000 and one for $760. That's perfectly fine. Let's check out what's going on YouTube. Let's answer some immigration questions on YouTube. Amanda Spencer with a question. Hi, Brad. I'm filing for my spouse and got furloughed, and I'm applying for food stamps and have received 2 months so far. If I get off now, will it still count as public charge? Not working, will it affect? Yes. Getting the food stamps and getting WIC, even because you got furloughed, will count against you when you're filing for your spouse. Getting unemployment will not working will, but you could always get a second affidavit of support. Just get off the public assistance. It's going to kill you, and it's going to kill your husband's case too. Zohab Sunny, hi, Uncle Brad. I want to ask that my passport and medical with embassy and my medical get expired because validity is only 6 months. Do I need another medical, or this one is okay for entry to USA? If you got the immigrant visa approved already, you're fine. If you have not, the embassy will most likely ask you for a new updated one. Don't do anything until the embassy says something to you. 29 Super C, what's the best way to get in touch with the NVC on one's case, via email or by phone? Well, the best thing to do is speak to them, but it's so hard to get through. But if you can speak to them, that's the best thing. If not, email them. Ahmad Moran, hey, Brad, if a green card holder stays outside of the U.S. for more than 2 years and has been denied the SB1 visa, what is the best way to get back without issues? You would have to apply for a visitor's visa at that point. Simo Hamad Rabat, please, sir, can I claim unemployment benefits if my green card I-751 waiver is denied? No, you won't be able to because you don't show status. But eventually, if you get before a judge, hopefully you get to renew your I-751 and you'll be able to do it. Anne-Marie Anderson, what does immigration mean when they say a consular officer will adjudicate my applicant visa petition? That means the person, the man or woman at the window at the U.S. Embassy, is going to adjudicate your application. When you walk in, the consular officer is the man or woman you see behind the window at the U.S. Embassy. CS, I've been married to my husband from 2016. I got my 10-year green card in 2019 after filing a mandamus. When will I be able to file for my citizenship? If you didn't get a conditional green card before 2019 and you got your 10-year green card in 2019, it's going to be 3 years from the time that you got your green card issued to you, so probably 2022. Let's see. CS already. Enola Oyabade. Hi, Brad. I'm a VAWA applicant since November 2018. I filed the I-360, the I-45, and the I-765. I was given a C-31 category on my I-765. Please, can I write USCIS to change it to C-9 so I can get my work permit? No, because you filed the I-765, you put down the wrong category. So you would need to file a new I-765 and put down category C-9. You can write them to change it, but they're not going to change it. Marco Salinas. Hi, Uncle Brad. I received my, I just answered that. Oh, no, maybe it's somebody different. Hi, Uncle Brad. I received my C-31 on March 2020. I'm waiting for my green card interview. Is it necessary? Can I renew my EAD C-31? What would be the EAD renewal process due to coronavirus? Well, you file it 4 months before. You file it 4 months before your EAD is expired, and you file it in the same place where you filed your adjustment application. And you can either say C-31 or you can write C-9. Either one works. I would generally do C-9 at this point. Jody Ann Taylor, I filed in November 29 and yet to receive my work permit. Yeah, they're backed up, unfortunately. Jolie Palmer, I've been watching this Brad show and thumbs up on a regular basis the last couple of months. I've asked questions twice, but somehow they both have been missed. I'll see if this one is noticed. Jolie Palmer, I don't see your question. I only see your complaint. Ask your question. I'm happy to answer it. Rupan Thakador, hi. One of my friends driving a taxi and got red light tickets from DMV police and guilty in court. So when he went to the USA citizen from permanent residency, is that going to affect his USA citizenship? Well, there's no law that says you can't become a citizen because you're a bad driver. So as long as it's traffic offenses, it's not a problem. Geronimo has been waiting for my telephone call since 1980. Well, Geronimo, if you're waiting for my telephone call since 1980, that was before my bar mitzvah. And that was probably in when I was 12 years old. So sorry I haven't called you in all those years. Dominic Smith, hi, Brad. I received from the National Visa Center, a fee bill from the National Visa Center, even though they said all the documents are okay and going to set the interview. Dominic, if you haven't paid the fee bills, you haven't finished the case yet. JT, how long has your EAD card to receive the green card? How long after I don't know what you're doing, JT. I need to know a lot more. And let's go back to Facebook for some last questions. Damian Farquharson, I'm filing for adjustment of status. I want to know if I can say I did that money order question. He asked that 3 times. So the answer is yes, you can send 2 money orders. Let's see if there's anybody else here. Renee Ati Weller. Hey, Brad, how are you? I filed my I-751 last May, and I was notified that my case was in transfer to another service center in mid-February. Do you know when I'll be approved, and can I file the N-400 form? I don't know when you'll be approved. If you've had a conditional green card now for more than 3 years, you can file the N-400 if you are in a bona fide marriage with your spouse. Dornette Bryan, Brad, I did my biometric February 13th of this year for my adjustment of status. It's now 120 days since my biometric. That is the maximum wait time before I get my work permit and social. No, the maximum wait time before you get your work permit and social could be years and years and years, but they are supposed to give it to you within 120 days, but that's not the maximum time. Abid Muhammad, hi, Brad. My wife, who's a U.S. citizen, filed for my children who are under 10 years old last year. She received public benefits, so they will be denied on public charge if they file for adjustment of status, even though they will become citizens after they become permanent residents. If the children are your wife's biological children, then it's not a problem. But if your wife is the stepmother, then they will not become automatic citizens, and her getting public assistance will be a problem. Tetla Powell, you haven't heard from me? All right, send me, go to my, Tetla Powell says she called my 1-800 number and that we would call, but there's no answer. You haven't heard from me. I don't know, I'm not sure because I haven't heard about you yet, Tetla. But what you can do is you can drop Pizza a DM on Instagram, either at Bradshaw Live, or drop me a DM on Instagram at Real Brad Bernstein, and we'll figure out what happened there. NK Maha. Hello, Uncle Brad. My parents filed for me, and I'm in the U.S. Kiko Tanaka with a question. She's still waiting for her biometrics. There are no biometrics right now, Kiko, because of coronavirus. NK Maha. Hello, Uncle Brad. My parents filed for me, and I'm in the U.S. now with my green card. I'm married with a son of 8 months, though I didn't disclose it to them that I'm married with a child. What will they do? They're in Africa. Hello, Uncle Brad. My parents filed for me, and I'm in the U.S. now with my green card. I'm married with a son for 8 months, though I didn't disclose it to them that I'm married with a child. What will I do? They are in Africa. Well, if they filed for you and you didn't tell them that you're married, you're committing a misrepresentation because you're claiming to be unmarried when you're in the married category. You're going to end up getting denied for lying. So you need to call me and have a consultation with me. Call 1-800-529-5465. Morris Juliet Joan. Hi, Brad. Good afternoon. I'm filing for my two sons. Age was 17 and 19 in 2019. When I sent my paperwork to USCIS, my 19-year-old son will remain as a minor. If you're a U.S. citizen, yes. Ronald Smith. Hi, Brad. I have a cousin in the UK. She's living with her boyfriend. They both are UK citizens. They want to move to the United States permanently. What is the first step? Call me for a consultation. 1-800-529-5465. Shalini Puri. Hi, Brad. How are you? I just want to ask that all the master calendar hearings are postponed in New York. Yes, at least for another 2 weeks. So nothing's happening at least till mid-June. Julie Matabar. Do you think 60-day ban will be extended? Please fight with President's 60-day ban in court and help us to meet our spouses of green card holders outside of USA. I'm fighting the U.S. government every day. But that 60-day ban is being done by federal appeals lawyers, and we'll see what happens in that. We don't know what's going to happen. But yes, I feel your pain. Anne-Marie Anderson. Hi, Brad. What do they mean when they say adjudicate my applicant visa petition? Explain adjudicate. What does that mean? Adjudicate means make a decision. Dominic Smith. Brad, I received a fee note from NVC. What is that? Yet they say my case will be sent for an interview. Fee note is fees to pay the National Visa Center if you're getting an interview in another country. If you're doing adjustment of status, don't pay them. Iom. Hey, I have your video ready in 10 minutes. I have no idea what that means. Spider-Man, Uncle Brad, I'm your fan. I want to see big list of people like you. Same, I like you. Thank you very much, Spider-Man. And with that, I think we're going to end our show. I don't see, oh wait, we have a few late questions here on Facebook. Let me answer them quickly. Patrona Suarez. Hi, Uncle Brad. My cousin filed the I-360 2017, got approved August 2019, I-485 transferred June 2019. To date, no courtesy letter. What should she do? If she should contact me. It's been 3.5 years. Good day. I'm a green card holder here in the United States, 2015 on the Metro Plus Health, no other benefits. Would that affect my filing for my citizenship? No, it will not. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.